oh my God, the world is ending. There's going to be a recession. Everything's going to crash. I'm going to lose all my money and lose all the houses that I own and lose all my assets. That's what everybody's trying to get you to think right now. What I want to do in this video is share with you the 8 different things that I'm doing personally and professionally to prepare for a recession. It doesn't have to be terrifying. I'm just giving you, hey, these are just things to prepare for. Just as if you've read there's a weather report, it's going to rain. We probably need to prepare for the rain. Maybe you need to bring an umbrella. It's not something to be feared, it's just something to be prepared for. And so here's exactly what I'm doing. If you don't know who I am, I have a $14 million real estate portfolio in Arizona. We do a bunch of fix and flips, Airbnbs, all the things. First off, when it comes to the personal side of things, I'm taking my personal reserves, meaning like what my mortgage is, what my car payments are, what my insurance, all my personal living expenses, and I'm increasing that up to a year of reserves. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, Cody, I can't get to a freaking year of reserves. I'm living almost paycheck to paycheck right now. This doesn't start there. You don't start at that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And a good target is getting a first, maybe just an emergency fund. Get to $500 in reserves. Then work towards how do I get to a month of reserves? And then get towards a second month, a third month. That's all I did to grow this out to where now it is up to a year of reserves so that if anything personally happens, I'm not worried. The second thing that I'm doing personally is, yes, I am selling the Porsche 911 Turbo S that I've had for about a year. I'm not selling because I'm fearful of losing money really on the car. I've actually gotten very lazy on selling the car, and I probably will trade it in because I just don't have a ton of time to vet personal buyers for it. But I am selling the car just because if there is a recession that does last longer than a few quarters, I do want to be in a position that I sold the car already when it was in a great market to do it. And then when other people are fearful and having to sell their cars for discounts, I want to be the one in the position to buy their cars. The third thing that I'm doing personally is I'm rebalancing my portfolio to have 25% of my net worth in cash. Now, why am I doing this? Because a lot of people say, well, there's inflation and you're losing money. Well, there's also opportunity cost. When I have a lot more cash on hand, I'm going to be able to move with speed on opportunities with that cash. When the stock market goes at its lowest, when crypto's at its lowest, if there's really great real estate opportunities, I'm going to have that cash available to take advantage of it. So yes, I am losing some money because of inflation, but I don't worry about that because I'm going to make so much more from those opportunities that I'm saving that cash for. And by the way, Warren Buffett, if you didn't know, has almost 25% of his portfolio in cash right now. I don't know about you, but he's a lot smarter than I am. He's been through a lot more recessions and crashes and booms and busts than I have. So if he's doing it, may not be a bad idea to copy and follow his lead. But that's just what I'm doing personally. Now, when it comes to our business, we're getting a little bit more conservative on the applicants that we're approving, moving into our homes. We're requiring the tenants to have 3 times the monthly rent and income to make sure that they truly can afford the rent. And then we're preferring people moving into the homes that have 2 jobs, meaning if there's 2 people living there, both of them have a job, so that if one of them does lose the job, their entire household income doesn't go to 0, and then we may have to evict them. The other thing that we're doing for all of our businesses across the board is taking our company reserves from 3 months up to 6 months. Some of our companies are already at 6 months reserves. Some we just got to 3 months, and we're working on building those up more and more so that we're prepared and that we know that our employees are going to be safe and their jobs are going to be totally fine, and we'll be able to pivot and make sure we're good on that end. The other thing that we're doing when it comes to our fix and flips is we are taking our criteria of what we will buy and increasing the margin we want to make. Instead of being okay with making 10% on fix and flips, we're now requiring 20% so that if there is any drop or correction in the market, we are still in a position to make money on those deals. When it comes to our rental properties, we are also increasing reserves, meaning we're expecting potentially there could be more evictions that we have to have. There could be more tenants having challenges, so we want to increase those reserves there as well so that we are prepared if anything does happen. The final thing that we're doing seems like a no-brainer, but it's worth mentioning, is we're not buying any speculative deals, meaning we're not buying any deals that we hope that it's going to work out. We are only buying sure things, deals that we're getting a steal of a deal on, and letting everyone else take those other deals that are more speculative, where they probably will make money, but there is also a good likelihood that if the market does shift that they will lose money, and if not a little bit of money, it could be a lot of money. So So those are the things that I am doing personally, and a few of the things that we are doing professionally to prepare our companies, for me to prepare personally, so that I'm in a good position to win and that our companies are in a good position to win. Because when people are scared, it is a great opportunity to take market share in the market, and it is a great opportunity to grow your company because other people are retreating and they didn't prepare. If you got any value from this, obviously make sure to like. If you have any questions from this, obviously post those in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.